With Magic Foundations coming out in just a couple days, I want to take a few moments here to talk about some of the multicolor cards that I'm really excited to be playing with once Foundations goes live. Okay, and first up on our list of multicolored cards that we're excited for is Alesia, Who Laughs at Fate. Alesia is a pretty cool aggressive card. Let's read it real quick. Alesia, Who Laughs at Fate, is a 1 colorless, 1 black, 1 red, 2/2 creature with first strike. And it reads, whenever Alesia attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Okay, already pretty cool. But has another effect, Raid. Raid reads, at the beginning of your end step, if you attack this turn, return target creature card with mana value less than or equal to Alesia's power from your graveyard to your battlefield. So it's a 2/2 with first strike that grows whenever you attack with it, and it brings back cards from your graveyard directly onto play, based off of how big Alesia happens to be at the time. So it's based off of mana value less than or equal to Alesia's power. So you don't really have to wait several turns for Alesia to get really big in order to get something valuable out of your graveyard, because you always have red and black ways of increasing your power, be it enchantments, instants, things like that. And red lately has been very good at increasing the power of creatures. So if you just temporarily pump Alesia up, you can get something back ahead of schedule. So I think Alesia is going to be, I don't know if she'll be like meta defining, but I think she's going to be really, really strong in the upcoming meta. So keep your eye out for Alesia, Who Laughs at Fate. Next up on our list of cards to look out for is Elenda, Saint of Dusk. Now this is probably one that you're going to be seeing on the channel a lot because I really like this card. This card is cool. So let's read them real quick. 2 colorless, a white and a black for a 4/4 Vampire Knight. Lifelink and hexproof from instants. So any kind of instant speed interaction that you have, unless it's maybe on like a activated ability from a permanent, it doesn't touch Elenda. She just runs too fast. The instants can't catch her. And she also says, as long as your life total is greater than your starting life total, Elenda gets +1/+1 and has menace. Elenda gets an additional +5/+5 as long as your life total is at least 10 greater than your starting life total, which won't be too hard if you build your deck right in Orzhov, life gain, life drain, that whole situation. So let's break it down real quick. So she has a 4/4 with lifelink already. So whenever she hits, she gains you life. So long as your life total is higher than your starting life total, she's then a 5/5 with menace. Okay, cool. So let's say you hit once, you go to 24. She's suddenly a 5/5. And then if you get your life total to at least 30, then she becomes a 10/10 because she has that +1/+1 from being at above 20 health, and then an additional +5/+5 for being above 30 health. So you then have a 10/10 lifelink, menace, hexproof from instants Vampire Knight that you are just clubbing your opponent to death with. This is such a cool card, and I cannot wait to play it. So keep your eye out for Elenda, Saint of Dusk. Okay, next up is a card that I'm really excited to play because of the implication. So if you've been watching the channel at all in the last few months, you may remember me gushing over an old school deck called Boomer Jund. And it is basically a deck that I managed to recreate in current standard, utilizing the tools that we have currently. And one of the cards that I didn't really have a one-for-one recreation of was Maelstrom Pulse. But now we get it back in standard thanks to Foundations, and I will tell you that card is slotting immediately into that deck. So let's read it real quick. 1 colorless, a black, and a green. Sorcery, destroy target non-land permanent and all other permanents with the same name as that permanent. So you target a token, all the other tokens have the same name with it, boom, they're all gone. Or if your opponent is getting greedy and happens to play 2 of the same non-legendary creature, well, boom, boom, they're both gone for only 3 mana. And the fact that it will destroy any non-land target, and it doesn't say creature, it's just permanent, anything that's on the table. It will hit planeswalkers, enchantments, artifacts, battles, anything that is on the table that is giving you stress. Maelstrom Pulse gets rid of it. So super, super excited to play with Maelstrom Pulse coming forward. So keep an eye out for that one. Next up is a reprint that a lot of people, not just myself, are going to be pretty excited to play, and that is Boros Charm. Boros Charm is, I believe, the only charm from the original Ravnica cycle to come back into Standard, and it's a pretty strong one. For a white and a red at instant speed, you get to choose one of 3 abilities. One is Boros Charm deals 4 damage to target player or planeswalker. 2, it's permanents you control gain indestructible until end of turn. Or 3, target creature gains double strike until end of turn. All 3 really strong effects. The first one, you can just use it to burn out your opponent. The second one, you can save your permanents from a potential board wipe or targeted removal. And the third one is target creature gains double strike. If the wrong creature gets through, like it doesn't get blocked, you just go, okay, now it hits you twice. Game over. Really, really strong effects out of Boros Charm. And also, bear in mind that Boros is already really strong. Like, you already have Lightning Helix. We already have a lot of really good go-wide strategies with Boros. This just makes the deck better. So honestly, probably are even going to be seeing some Boros burn decks coming out pretty soon, thanks to Boros Charm coming into Standard. So, again, keep your eyes open. Boros Charm is going to be a really key card in the meta going forward. And last on our list of multicolored cards that I am looking forward to playing is Mortify. Mortify is a great card. It's 1 colorless, 1 white, 1 black. At instant speed, destroy target creature or enchantment. Now this kind of pairs the best parts of white and black removal, making a non-conditional destroy target creature or enchantment. So this is just pure utility. It reminds me a lot of Putrefy from around the same era. Putrefy was 1 a green and a black, but that one read destroy target creature or artifact. So this is just a different version of that. And right now, in current Standard, with so many really solid creatures and really great enchantments running around, this is a card that you should really be on the lookout for, because Mortify is probably going to be a key utility removal card in Standard going forward. So keep your eye out for that one. And there you have it. Those are my picks for my personal favorite multicolored cards coming out in Foundations, and cards that I plan on playing a whole lot of going forward. So if you liked what you saw out of this list, then why don't you let me know what you think? I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around right now and let you talk for a moment. Tell me in the comment section down below what you think of this list. Are any of these cards that you are looking forward to playing as well? Or is your list wildly different from mine? Let me know in the comment section down below. And while you're at it, hit the like button if you liked the video, dislike it if you didn't like it, or even drop me a subscribe if what I'm giving you is worth it. So, until next time, y'all take care of yourselves.